Well, let's talk about tutoring this morning. And of course, another option you have is something called Homework Montana. So let's talk about how to get there. We'll see right now we're on the Miles Community College homepage. And from there, you go to this link, the library. And from the library's link, you go to online reference page. And from the online reference page, there, smack in the middle of the first line, is actually has a own graphic link, Homework Montana. Click there. Okay. And so you see that's hours, and I am hoping that now being about 2:35 in the afternoon, and it's in that Sunday through Thursday window, barely though, because it's just Thursday now. I am hoping that it's going to be open. Let's check it out. Okay. And so, create a free account. Um, if you create the account, I don't think you have to do it, but you get some options extra. I'm going to pass on that. Okay. And so then there's some different options. There's an option to help you with writing, an option to help you as a high school student, then there's an action called the College Center. I'm going to go there. And we're looking for help in math. And so what subject do we want help in? Well, I'm going to go with Algebra 2. That's roughly the concept of the intermediate algebra. Okay. Let's see. I just want, have no clue where to start is what I'm going to go with. Okay. Select the type of help you need. Discuss the topic. Uh, Research information about a particular topic and so on. Um, so I'm just going to say do a similar problem. Okay, what library are you in? And we're going to be in Miles City or Miles Community College. So I'm just going to, Miles City is the only option we have. Enter your question. So let's look for a question among your homework, shall we? We're going to go to Miles CC Online, log in, and get into the class. And let's see. All right, we're going to go to the homework version of it. I'll make this a little quicker. Homework. It's thinking. Homework again. And we'll go to our review for Intro to Algebra Part 1. And let's see some of the questions. This seemed to be one that people had a lot of problems are. Here's these down here. 12. 12 might be a good one. Let's see what 12 is. Okay. Plotting a point, that might be just a little bit too easy, as you saw from the video here we've done. How about, let's go back to question 1. Okay, so I'm going to go with this one here. I'm going to go with this one, which had a lot of issues, and we discussed some of them here. We're going to have her do that. So let's go and answer, oopsie, the question here. So it says, it's evaluate the expression. Okay. And so we will look. I'm going to get rid of this for now. Okay, so we're going to evaluate the expression 5a cubed minus 7. So I'm going to put 5a. And the way we use a cube is we put this number, it's above the number 6 on my keyboard, that caret. Okay, that says a cubed minus 7 over, and we'll go down here. Oh, I did something else I didn't want to do. Okay. Okay. Um, 2 times the square root of C plus D. So I'm going to put 2 times the square root of C plus D. Okay. By the way, better put or parentheses around that to make it clear that this whole expression is in the numerator. Okay. And let's just see if we've got things right here. Oh yes, we got to put numbers here. A equals 6, B equals 4, C equals 49, D equals 576. Okay. We could also draw that problem on the whiteboard if you have that option. I do have that option. I have these little pen items that can be used for that. Though I believe what we can do is I'm going to just use my regular mouse and try to see if I can do this. We got 5, not very nice. A squared minus 7 over, stop it, 2 square root of C It's not liking that. Okay, it's going to make me start over again. Class is Algebra 2. Hopefully I know how to edit this down so you guys don't get stuck with too much of my mistakes on this. I have no idea where to start. I want you to do a similar problem. There's lots of different options. Discuss the topic with a problem I am stuck on. Okay, and so I'm going to say do a similar problem. What library am I in? I'm in Miles City. Enter the problem. I'm going to try to use this again with my mouse instead of the, okay, so I've got 5a cubed. I think if we write this fairly slowly, minus 7, it will behave. 2 square root of C plus D, where A equals 6, B, excuse me, no B, doggone it, there's no erase button here. That bothers me. C equals 49. Okay, so it's a little temperamental. And D equals 5, 7, 6. All right, we got it typed in. Well, let's connect and see what kind of help we get. This is a required field. I'm just going to put evaluate where A equals 6, B or C equals 49, and D equals 576. And just for truth in advertising, I am an instructor at Miles Community College demonstrating this for my online students. And by this, I of course mean Homework Montana. Okay, let's see if that we get any love connecting here. Okay, so it's saying loading, please wait. Sometimes there's been waits when you go into rush hour. I'm not expecting much of a wait during the summer at any time of the day, but typically you go in at the evening from 8 to 11 at night, and that's when everyone else wants to enter this, okay? So I'm next. It says we'll connect you as soon as possible. And pretty quickly, it's going to be a text chat, I believe. I don't think, even though I have a microphone on here, I don't think we're going to be able to uh, talk verbally. I don't think she'll have any sort of audio on this. It's last couple times my tutor has been a she, but there will be somebody who can do this by typing. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. I'm going to keep this in real time, or I'm going to, if I cut this wait out, I'm going to tell you how long it was. Um, but we'll just wait because we're supposedly next, and it should not take that long. Well, there's at least that audio. And Jane B is my tutor. Welcome to tutor.com. Let's get started. And so I'm going to say hi, Jane. There doesn't appear to be any audio option here. So we're just going to text message each other, and she may be able to use this to describe her results here. Can you put the values for the variables? Yeah, I'm just going to say yes, even though I already did it. A equals 6. Excuse me, A. That is A equals, yeah, equals 6. C equals 49. And D equals 576. And Jane's thinking or typing. So I'm going to mess with the expression. I think she wants me to do some of the work. So I'm going to say 5 times 6 cubed minus 7 over 2 square root of 49 plus 576. Bamboo pen is a far easier way to do this, by the way. But some of you might not have one, and so that's a way you can do it, is just click down on your mouse and kind of scribble on this whiteboard. Okay. Now I'm going to deliberately do something wrong just to be a jerk. So let's see. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 squared is 900. 30 squared is, okay. What is 6 cubed? Oh, she's already going to make me do the right thing by saying 6 cubed instead of 5 times 6 cubed. And so I'm going to write 6 cubed is 36,200. And 8, no, it isn't. 636 is 18. Yeah, 6 times 6 is 36. I'm going to say 6 times 6 equals 36. And 36 times 6 equals, oops, 180 plus 36, 216. Okay, so we've got the right item here. Now she's gonna keep catching us through. So I think she wants us to do this up here, replace this. Okay. So, and what are we supposed to do with that? I'm gonna say multiply by 5. Because if they're good, they're gonna ask you some questions here like this. Okay, and she's even doing some writing for us here. Very good. Awesome. So we're going to work the bottom here. I'm going to enter the bottom here. So we've got, let's see, it's 49 plus 576 is 626 minus 1 or 625. And so I'm just going to enter that here too. Nice work. All right. Um, It says, so then let's see, what's the square root of 625? So this numerator is going to be 1080 minus 7 over, let's see, 2 times, times, and the square root of 625, I went to Mr. Calculator and find out it's 25. And so that'll be good. And so then I keep on writing good. And so, oopsie, some of the times that we writing on these little scribbly things, we can get little marks that look like the wrong thing. So this is actually 1080 minus 7 is 1077. No, 1073 over looks like 50. Some thrower. Really, the only factors of this are 2's and 5's. 5 isn't a factor, and neither is 2. So I'm going to say, look, the only two factors, this is pretty slick of me. So she hopefully has realized I am not a student. Don't think we need to, but let's look at it in mixed number form. We've got, it looks like 21 of these 50s going on. And 23 over 50. I happen to know that our textbook doesn't, but some instructors do, and they gotta work with it. And I'm gonna say thanks for. I'm sure my students. All right, so I'm gonna say thanks and goodbye. And I believe it wants us to fill out like a little screen afterwards when we're done. Um, Thanks for using. Please fill out the survey as you leave so we can. I must say, will do. Okay. And so then let's see, print, share file. I'm going to say end session right here. Now when I click end session, I'm just going to say sure, yes. So it gives me a survey. I thought she was excellent. I thought the classroom was very good. The only thing is that the board didn't write. Are you glad? Heck yes, I'm a teacher. I'm glad that Homework Montana offered. Would I recommend it? I'm recommending it to several friends right now. Helping you hopefully study for school. Um, it's hopefully helping you. Yeah, we'll just say that. Okay. Okay, it says, other than that, it's great. I'm definitely recommending this to my students. They just like to hear your feedback, okay? Somebody says submit, email a transcript of your session. Ooh, sometimes I'm going to say yes. I'm not sure if it likes the word yes or if it's no, it's going to insist on a email address here. So I'm going to say cbiggie at yahoo.com, my personal address. Okay. And it sends an email. This is in case I ever decide later on to think for extra credit to give you a tutor.com session. Well, you go there, and the way you get proof that you've actually gone on and done your tutor.com session is have it sent to you by email. Fantastic. Well, there it is. I hope you love it, or at least can be work with it, and have it help you at times when maybe I can't or when you need a second opinion.